What's up, YouTube? This is Brian Pfeiffer, aka the Marketing Meathead, and today we're going to talk about the Facebook fan page template and tabs.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
All right, welcome back. So I wanted to get a little video together here because I, was playing around with the tabs on a couple of my fan pages, and I'm like, you know what? I should probably show people how to do this because it is kind of one of those things that nobody really shows you. And I did a little research, and there's not a lot of videos on it, at least good ones. So I figured I'd do a video and show you guys some nice little tricks to kind of make your fan page look a little better. Now, we all know that fan pages at one time were really valuable and there was a lot of organic reach, but now it's kind of changed a little bit. There's still some organic reach on some of my fan pages, but if you're running ads, that's when people are more likely to see your page. You could potentially be running page likes to your page, or when you're just running your regular ads, people are going to sometimes click around and end up on your page and look around. And this little trick I'm going to show you here, you can do it for free, and then there's a paid version if you want it to actually show up on mobile. Right now, I'm only going to set up the free version just for you guys to show you guys how to do it. And I'm going to show you how to set it up in full, step by step. And then, unfortunately, the way their system kind of works is if you want it to show up on mobile, the work we're going to do, you have to actually pay. So I'm considering doing the paid version for one of my pages that I'm going to be running a lot of traffic to shortly. But I haven't actually bought the paid version yet, just an FYI. Now, if you're new to this channel, go ahead and subscribe as well. We do talk about internet marketing here. I do a lot of tutorials on how to do cool stuff online, make your online business better, make money online, affiliate marketing, FBA. So everything you could ever want to learn about internet marketing, you can find here on this channel. So welcome. All right, so we are on Facebook, and I'm in the pages. I just searched one of my fan pages here, Bachelorette Vegas. Okay, now you're going to notice here. I installed some tabs. Okay, notice here I got a Twitter tab, a Pinterest tab, a YouTube tab, and an Instagram tab. Now, when you click on them, there's nothing here. Okay, now in order to get these tabs here, you have to use this service called WooBox. Okay, it's WooBox. So you can just search WooBox, and then what you can do is you can basically connect it to your Facebook, and you can actually set it up to have this software put those tabs like into your fan page. Okay. So these tabs are not here automatically. This Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube, Instagram are not here automatically. And you can see they're not set up. So I left this specifically to show you guys out there how to set this up. And I'm going to set it up for you guys live. But let's go in and show. I'm going to show you here in the settings where the templates and tabs is. Okay, that's this one here. It's the fourth one down. Facebook has tendency to change this stuff, so at the time of this video, if you're watching this later, it's possible that things have changed around, and there's different templates here. I'm just in a standard template, and you can turn off the default tabs. I have the default tabs on. Now you can actually go in and move these around. So say, for example, you want the right now my most hottest thing is probably Instagram. So let's put Instagram maybe up here near the top, and then maybe I could put the YouTube here. Pinterest is pretty good, and Twitter is decent. I've been doing a lot of posts on there. So obviously, if you really think about it, people are going to land on your fan page. They're probably not going to click on every single one of these. So you want to get the stuff that's the most important toward the top, because they're more likely to click on it. Okay, I'm not really populating events on this particular page yet. I'm working on a central event system. Reviews, that's pretty good. Photos is pretty good. Videos, put that there since I'm not really using the reviews. I like posts because we do a lot of posts. So I could keep about up there. And info and ads on the bottom. I don't think you can turn this one off. You can actually flip these on and off. Yeah, you can't turn this off. But if you wanted to turn off the Pinterest for some reason, you can just flip this thing over to off, and then it's off. Okay, and then it won't show up on your actual page. Okay, so that's your that's the lineup. So if we flip over to the page, you'll see that's the order that it's in now. Okay, so that's pretty simple. Now let's go ahead and set this up. Now keep in mind, I already added this page to my WooBox through my login. Okay, basically once you connect your Facebook, WooBox will pull in your fan pages, and then there's a button where you can actually click on it to add. It'll ask you like a question like, if you want to add like Pinterest to which pages, if you want to add Twitter to this, it'll show you all the pages, and then you can just checkbox the ones that you want to add. So, for example, I have YouTubes on a number of my pages, but not on all of them, and I have Twitters for most of my pages, but not all of them. So I only check the pages for the ones that I actually have, on there. Now, if you actually screw up and you have one of your fan pages, you can always just go in here and just click on the settings, and then just go into the settings page and turn it off. Okay, it's easy to just turn this off. You can just turn any one of these off at will. Okay, so if you don't want it on and you don't want it showing, just turn it off. Okay, let's turn it off. You save it. That was Pinterest, and you'll notice here Pinterest is no longer here. So it's not a big deal if you don't have it on here. There's no Pinterest now, but we want to keep Pinterest on. So don't be afraid to, if you screw something up and you actually put something on there that you don't want, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so let's go in and add Pinterest. Let's see here. Now I wonder if I can add that. Let's see. Oh, is it already here? Yeah, it's probably already here. Well, see, now what happened was, ironically, I turned it off, so now it disappeared, and now it's not here, so we're going to have to re-add it. So I guess this is good. All right, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So we're going to go in and let's go in and start this setup here, and we'll show you how this all works. Okay, so basically, once you have the thing kind of connected to the WooBox, just go to the actual thing here, just click on the tab, and click here to set up your tab. And we're going to need to log into, let's log out of here. I'm going to log out. I got to log into the right Twitter. Okay. So we're going to go into my Bachelorette Vegas Twitter here. Let me find it. Just don't want to show the password here for obvious reasons. There it is. Let's see if my LastPass is working, and it is. Okay, so here's the Bachelorette Vegas Twitter. So we're gonna go in here, WooBox, connect to Twitter. Okay, just click on that. And notice how it pulled it. It hasn't pulled it in yet, so you got to do like a authorize app. This is pretty standard stuff here. And update username. I think that's already set up, so we're good. Okay, so the Bachelorette VIP is now added. Now notice here the Instagram automatically populated. There's a reason for that. The Instagram account, if you take a look in the settings, you have to have your Instagram set to the business mode instead of the consumer mode, and then you can actually connect your Instagram to the fan page. Okay, notice how the Instagram tab over here in the settings is connected to on Instagram, and that's the actual Bachelorette Vegas VIP. You actually have to do that through Instagram. You got to change it to business mode on Instagram, and then you go in and you link a page and link it to your fan page, and then that automatically will populate into here, into your fan page, and then automatically populate into the WooBox. Okay, so we got that covered. All right, so the Instagram's covered, the Facebook fan page is covered, the Bachelorette VIP Twitter's covered. Let's add the Pinterest. Pinterest is pretty easy. All you have to do is, I got to make sure I have this right. You don't need much. You just need to have the actual name of the page. And I believe this is under Bachelorette Vegas. Let's take a look. I don't remember if it is. No, it's not, of course. So I got to figure out which one the Pinterest is under. So let me grab that. All right, here we go. All right, Pinterest is Bachelorette Vegas. I'll just log on. All right, log in with a different account. Make sure I have this password right, which I do. Yeah, I'm just going to log into the Bachelorette Pinterest. I don't log into Pinterest too often because my VA kind of handles all the Pinterest stuff. It's not really my forte, honestly. I mean, Pinterest to me is kind of like a site that seems like a lot of females like, which is kind of the demographics on that site. It's not really a guy's type of site. All right, so now we are logged in. Sorry for the delay. Okay, see Bachelorette Vegas, 8.2 monthly views. There we go. So we're gonna all set that. All right, so when you click on the Pinterest here, it's going to show it up. Okay, that's what it's under, Bachelorette VIP. Okay, so I just got to grab that word right there, copy that, and we're going to go over here to WooBox, and we're going to put that in. And you also have to include a PayPal email address, so I'll just put my PayPal email address in here. Okay. And then what we do is save. And now those should all be set up. Now we still got a couple more steps to go, and one of them is kind of tricky, so I want to show you this. Let's take a look and see. Now sometimes this WooBox has a tendency to like get a little buggy here, but it does work, so you got to play around with it a little bit. I set up about 5 or 6 pages yesterday with this, and it was buggy until I kept clicking around, and eventually it just worked. So I think it's just kind of the communication between WooBox and Facebook's a little bit buggy. So a lot of times you got to refresh this page after you go and do that, and let's see what happens. I get the feeling it's coming. Yep, there we go. Okay, so there's your Twitter. Okay, so now when you click on Twitter here, you got a nice feed, okay, which is kind of cool. And then Instagram. Let's see here. It's kind of buggy. Let's take a look here. Don't know why it didn't populate. Let's just save settings. Sometimes you got to go through this whole process and save the settings again for whatever reason, and then do a refresh. And then it populates. It's kind of weird. There we go. So there's the nice looking Instagram with a lot of action. Decent amount of followers. What else? We had we wanted to add the Pinterest. So let's go in and do tab settings. Actually, excuse me. And we'll go to, it's a little bit tricky here. Add another Instagram. We want to go to business settings, I believe. No, not that one. Access control. And this is going to be your external connections. Yeah, here's the Pinterest. So we want to add, it's a little tricky here. Bachelorette Vegas. And I want to access control. No. I know it's under one of these here. You gotta actually go in and I think you actually got to click on once you add one of these here, like the Twitter. You're gonna notice here there's a little menu up on top here. Okay, see this little menu? Just click on the Pinterest. And now here's where you got the little question that I was telling you about. You go in and you want to select that page, okay? And you want to put the Pinterest tab on it. So we're going to just do Bachelorette Vegas, and we're going to say Add Page Tab, all right? And now you're going to see that it added the page tab on the bottom. So we want to move that up like before. So don't be afraid to go in and play around with this stuff. Obviously, it's a little bit time consuming the first time until you figure it out, and then after you did a bunch of pages like I did last night, you kind of feel comfortable moving around with this stuff. We'll put Pinterest above the YouTube. The Bachelorette Vegas Pinterest is kind of decent, and the YouTube's kind of weak, so we'll put that above the YouTube. All right, so here we go with Pinterest. Same thing here. Just click on the Setup tab, and it should already be populated in here. This is where you got to put that Bachelorette VIP, and then save the settings. All right, and then we should be able to come back here and refresh this, see what happens. Pretty simple. Yep, there we go. So now we have Twitter feed, looks really nice. Boom. We have an Instagram feed, looks really nice. Pinterest feed. And now we got to set up the YouTube, okay? Now the YouTube gets a little tricky, okay? And here's why. Same thing, you're going to click on this little click here to set up your tab. And I'm going to show you guys in a incognito window here. I'm going to log in to my Bachelorette Vegas YouTube. All right, so there's notice here there's a little bit of a area here where you'd think you'd put the custom URL. And I tried putting my custom URL here, it did not work. So I'm going to show you what you need to put there because it's actually a little bit tricky and there's no instructions. I had to figure it out on my own. Like most things, you got to figure them out on your own. You don't have a choice. So no instructions online for this one. All right, so we are almost into the actual YouTube for Bachelorette Vegas. All right, so there's two things it's asking for here. And I am in. And I'm going to click on the actual page. I'm going to go to my channel. And you're going to see here, see that says channel, and then there's this U, and it ends with like a W before the the question mark. You don't want to put in that question mark. You want to just highlight that. So you copy that basically from where the channel slash is to the question mark. We're going to put that in here. Not that one. And this one. All right, and then we're going to feature a video as well. So let's go back and pick one of these videos. There's not actually that, I only got 3 videos on here. It's kind of weak. But let's go in here, and here you just need to grab these digits right here, okay? Not this full URL, just the digits. All right, so let's make sure this works. We're going to put that in. Not that one, this one. We're going to save the settings. All right, we're going to go over to this page. We're going to refresh it. And it should work if I did everything right. All right, so there you go. So there's our featured video. So it did work. And then there's the actual page itself. So now, I mean, if you're like the average Joe, that sees an ad or lands on this fan page, and you start clicking around, you got a nice homepage. Make sure you have a decent story here. You got a nice image. You got some nice posts. Obviously, if you have some likes, it helps. We're at 1,400 likes here, 1,400 follows. You want to make sure you put your details if you have an address, like a local SEO, any details about the company, about when you started, all that stuff. Obviously, if you're posting regularly, which we do, we got this kind of tied into our Instagram. So when the Instagram posts, it posts on the fan page as well. And then the Twitter feed is obviously kept up through another company. We use a third-party tool called Deliver It, and we also use another one called Hopper HQ for posting to Instagram. The Instagram looks really, really nice. We're growing nicely. We started from 0 at around the first of the year, and we're at almost 5,000. Pinterest is looking pretty nice. Look at all this traffic we're getting on Pinterest. I think I showed you guys earlier that was 8.2 monthly views. Pretty dang good, considering we just started that about 6 months ago. And that's looking nice. My assistant does a nice job on that. And then, of course, the YouTube, which is kind of weak. I only have 3 videos. One of the things I'm looking at doing in 2019 is potentially hiring like a local female that could be kind of like my face and voice for a couple of the websites, because I can't be like in every single video, and especially for like a bachelorette party company, it's just much better to have a pretty girl that does the videos and whatnot. So we have 5 videos up, nothing major. I think we only have like a few followers. It's really weak. But that's one of those things we can try to improve on. Obviously, I got a nice photo gallery here. Reviews, I think there's a couple reviews. Yep, 5 out of 5, 5 stars. Got a couple decent videos, nothing major. Events, like I said, we're not populating the events right now because we're working on an event system that will actually populate an app, populate all the websites and the fan pages all at the same time for all the Vegas stuff. So we're working on that. Community tab, I don't really know too much about that. There's really not really anything here. Just the friends, I guess, and then we're not running any ads. So info and ads, by the way, if you have an info and ads tab, All pages have them now, but if you're actually running an active ad, it'll show up here. If you're running an active ad for this fan page, it would show up here. If you have the ad off, it does not show up here. Okay, so that's pretty much it for fan pages. The only other thing I was going to show you here on this WooBox, notice here it says mobile access. Allow mobile users to access this tab. Okay, so that tab is only going to be viewable on desktop. And if you want to go ahead and pay for this, then you can actually get the tab. It's kind of annoying, unfortunately. On mobile, you won't be able to see those tabs, only on desktop. And obviously, we know more and more people are using mobile. It's probably more than 50% of the traffic now. But it is what it is. Typically, I think when people are shopping around for Vegas, they're probably doing it from their desktop. And if they land on this page, they're probably doing some research and whatnot. And there's going to be a decent amount of desktop users on there. Let's see if I can see. Yeah, here's the pricing if you access the upgrade your plan. If you pay for like a year, it comes out to about $400. $32 a month, it doesn't seem like much, but when you add up a full year, it gives you a little bit of a break. But I'm considering doing it for one of my pages here, Marketing Meathead. I went ahead and put a bunch of tabs on there and got that page looking nice. Now I'm going to be running a lot of traffic for that for my upcoming launch, and going to be doing like weekly webinars and stuff. So on this one, I definitely, obviously I spend a lot of time on this YouTube channel. I have about 1,000 subscribers now. The Instagram's almost at 10K. We're just over 9 now. We're going to be at 10K soon. Twitter is kind of weak. I gotta do some work on this Twitter. I use my Brian Surreal one a lot more than I use this one, but it's something I can work on. Pinterest, we just got that going about a few months ago, and we're getting a decent amount of traffic there. So, so it just makes this page look a lot more legit. If someone were to land on this, I'm actually working on changing this cover. I want to put something with my face and my picture in it instead of just a logo, because nobody really can see what I look like here. Nobody knows this is really me. Like if I call it what's cold traffic, I want people to be able to see me. So a lot of stuff today, guys. Hopefully you learned something here, and you want to check out WooBox. I'm just using the free version for right now. I think you can get away with the free version unless you're running a lot of traffic and you want people to see these tabs on a mobile version. Now, there's a couple other things you can do with this. I don't want to make this video too long, but you can actually set up like landing pages, tabs and whatnot. You can actually do like contests, sweepstakes, all that stuff's more of like the paid version. Obviously, you got to pay for that. But I might, if I end up buying the paid version for Marketing Meathead, I'll probably set up like a landing page for an ad. I might run some kind of contest. I'm using a contest app called Gleam, which you have to have 2,000 subscribers in order for you to link Gleam to a fan page. And unfortunately, Marketing Meathead only has like 1,000 right now, just under. And I can't link the competition to the fan page until I hit 2,000. So it's kind of annoying. Now, I haven't gone in and messed around with any of this stuff yet because I don't have the paid version, but just showing you guys what's possible. You can put in coupons, sweepstakes, instant wins, polls, downloads, forms, basic pages, brackets, quizzes, all kinds of different stuff you can use this WooBox for once you have the paid version. So I would appreciate a thumbs up on the video. Hopefully you guys learned something today. I do try to show you guys some cool stuff and give you guys the best training that's available out there. As I start to unearth things and get good at things, I will bring them right to you immediately. And if you are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe and leave me a comment below. I'd like to welcome you. Let me know if you guys learned something today. I would appreciate it in the comments below. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Bang that notifications bell. I am the Marketing Meathead. We'll talk to you later. Thank you.